No, I choose to look at the needle when they put it in.
You're like higher, deeper.
They ask you to look away, but like I'm gonna.
You don't
make sure
listen
that they're
to
doing,
it.
No, I make sure that they're doing a good job, right? You want to make sure
You're
that
judging. You're not a nurse.
Well, I've heard many stories where people like they put the needle in, they didn't hit the vein, so they had to pull it out do it
Right.
again. They like, oh, you got little veins.
Would you know if they did a bad job? Though?
I have no idea, but
But you're just
I
eye-locking
just
them.
want to make sure that it's going okay, right? And also, you kind of want to desensitize yourself to being like to seeing blood, I think, and
For the inevitable zombie war.
Listen, it's inside your body. When it comes out, you gotta at least know that that's what's gonna happen. You want to know that that's the color it's gonna be, purple apparently.
Well, it's like that deep purple, like a deep cut. You know what I mean? Or what? It's a little
I
purple.
guess you're right. It's sort of purple.
It's not the little paper cut blood.
Right. It's not. Well, that's the oxygen getting to the blood.
Yeah.
Turns it red.
Right.
Yeah, it's more bluish though. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. I mean, purple was wild to say.
You don't think it's violet. A little purpley?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a dark, deep purple.
Have you ever had one of those cuts where, like, I once had a guy drop a knife into my knee? This is not the movie theater guy. Maybe that's why I was so scared.
Your friend's not gonna like this podcast.
Oh, already you're getting woozy?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, the knee friend.
Knee friend. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, he dropped a knife into my knee. I was in this class and I was like doing.
What is the situation?
It sounds really dumb, but we were basket weaving. It was literally like a basket weaving arts class. And I was
your near-death experiences are my favorite. Well, one time I went to a movie and a man sat next to me, but he had a backpack. And the other time I was basket weaving.
Like, it's been a hard journey to get where I am. So I'm weaving the basket as
Obviously.
we would. So you're like scraping. We've all got these Lettermans. They're like those Swiss Army knives, but a little bit more intense.
Okay.
And so we're scraping the cedar to make these baskets. And I just feel a boom. And a knife got dropped into my knee. And what had happened is the cool kid in the class was really good at throwing.
Stabbed me.
Because he hated me. The not so cool kid got stabbed. No, the cool kid was like throwing knives into trees and stuff. And he made knife throwing look really cool. So everyone was trying to like get good at throwing knives. And this one kid thought it'd be funny if while I was really focused basket weaving, he threw the knife and it landed in the dirt beside my knee. But obviously it missed.
Why were you outside?
Well, I was outside. You don't weave a basket inside. You gotta get the wood. Look, I'm from British Columbia. It's a different school system. You guys have science.
You better keep the wood dry though. Like, anyway.
That's what you take from this story? That we were outside basket weaving? Not that the knife went in my
What are
knee?
you sitting on?
I just love that, like,
The
all
dirt.
everybody's like just throwing knives, but you're really focused on your basket.
Honestly,
Guys, quit it. I'm trying to basket weave here.
Most people at this point were basket weaving. This kid thought this was the opportunity to show off his knife throwing skills.
Right. He came by, did a joke, and
So it just lands right in my knee.
yeah.
And immediately, I just see it go in. And it was one of those where you had to take it out. So I grab the knife, I take it out, and I just look up at him, and I just scream, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it was one of those cuts that doesn't bleed for like the first like 30 seconds.
Right.
You're just looking at this like deep hole in your knee. And then you're like, and then you see that purple blood start to come from the abyss. Yeah, it was
What
crazy.
that guy say after you just dropped that knife right into your?
Yep, he was like, "Oh, I was trying to throw it in the dirt next to you."
That's a classic move.
Like explaining like I didn't mean to. Doesn't excuse the situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things wrong with that situation.
Yeah.
Like, what was this class? Why does just like a bunch of kids have knives and they're allowed to throw
I guess
around?
you're right. Yeah, it's a very
No, you're
different.
throwing the. You're an outside kid.
Like, where's the
Yeah,
teacher?
I was doing outside. The teacher was hit with a knife, so they were. No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's weird now because now I don't know if you trust. Could you trust kids, or at least not in the
Obviously,
U.S.
don't trust kids
with knives.
knives.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
clearly,
drop it in your.
I've got a scar on my knee to prove it.